take a look at these live payouts. So people are making money as we are speaking, and I'm going to reveal their secret. If you want to know how they make it, make sure you stick around. How you can earn free Bitcoin just by playing games. No Bitcoin mining is needed, and this will not be a time-consuming method, but some level of risk-taking will be required in order to make this work. So if you're in for that, make sure you stick around until the end and listen closely to my advice, because I will have some bonus tips that will maximize your profits. This method is available worldwide, and no level of skill or expertise are needed in order to get this going. You will have to make a small investment at first in order to make this work, but if you're willing to do that, and if you're also willing to put in a little bit of your time, then the sky is the limit here, guys. We always like to keep things very simple here on the channel, so with no further ado, let's jump right into it. As you might have read in the title, the name of the website is Rubets, and I want you guys to connect to that, and I will guide you through. I will show you everything that is available on this site, but that does not mean I'm advising you to risk your money. I will just show you the different alternatives that you have, and I will also give you some tips. If you're willing to take the risk, I will show you some tips that will maximize your profits. First and foremost, let's take a look at the roulette section. So I will click on that, and the rolling has just started. So people have placed their bets here in both Bitcoin and this other cryptocurrency, and it's a bronze coin. So this guy has made it. He has earned twice as much money as he invested in this, let's say. And if they get a golden coin, that will be 14 times as much money as they have invested. Let's actually take a look at the second rolling, and after that we will move on to the other sections of this website. So the rolling has just started right now. Let's see the result in just a bit. It is a silver coin. No, it's a bronze coin actually, and only this guy made it. And this process starts over every 10 or 20 seconds, and you can bet the amount in this box here. You can just type in the amount and hit enter, and also select the coin that you think will be shown here. So if you think a silver coin will be next, click on that and you will get twice as much money as you have risked here. Going back to their homepage, you can also see the other sections that they have, and something really interesting, a unique feature that they have, is they show you the live payouts. So this user has just earned $1,000 right now. They are completely transparent, so they will also show you the losses. For instance, this user has just lost $600. I do not advise you to spend that much money on this website, but if you have some extra cash, you can definitely try this out and see how well it does for you. Now, moving on to the second section that you have available, this one is called Mine. So let's click on that and see what it is all about. If you don't want to bet any amounts just yet, you can simply click on Play Demo, and this will redirect you to a short form where you can simply register if you don't already have an account, and you should be able to play around with this website's features. And I will actually try this out right now. So the point of this game is clicking on as many boxes without clicking on a bomb. So let's see how lucky we are. You can also cash out at any time, so if you don't want to risk, you can simply click on cash out and take your win. Not very lucky this time, but if you get it correctly, you have a huge potential here to make some extra cash. But as you could see, on the fourth attempt, we have already failed, so there is some risk involved. Let's take a look at their third option here, which is called Dice. Let's click on that and see what it's all about. Basically, you can place the amount that you're willing to bet in this box, and you can also select the number here. So basically, if you raise this bar all the way up to 75, you believe that the next number will be over 75, and you would have a 25 win chance. If you go down a little bit, you will have a bigger win chance. So the approach is completely up to you. Now, of course, if you take a bigger risk, the multiplier will also grow, so you will also earn more money. If you set it all the way up to 90%, which is a 10% win chance, that will be a 9.75 multiplier. And let's actually click on demo and see if we go lucky. So not the first time, not the second time, not even the third attempt. So as mentioned before, this involves some kind of risk, but if you're willing to risk your money, I really recommend a safe approach, having it around the middle, and that will give you a 50-50 win chance. Moving on, you also have this option that is called Towers. Let's actually take a look at that. It is kind of entertaining, so let's click on Play Demo. Basically, you will have to assume which of the towers will grow. So I will click on this one, and it was a star behind that, so I have one. I will also click on this one now, this one, and let's keep on going until we fail. So That's where we failed, and we had 4 levels here. You can also go all the way up to medium. You can change the betting amount, and depending on which level of difficulty you choose, you are going to get more or less. Let's try this once again on hard and set the betting amount to about $5. That will be some crazy numbers here, so all the way up to $8,000 if you're successful at guessing all of these little levels here. So let's try it one more time, but you have to keep in mind that on the hardest difficulty, you only have 1 star on each level. So as you can see, the first star was here, the second one here. But if you go to the easy, you will have multiple stars on each level. So that means that you have more chances to actually win. And just like that, we almost made it up to the top. You have 2 stars on each level, so the approach is also up to you. The amount of money that you're going to risk is completely up to you. So I will leave that for you to decide. Moving on, you also have the blackjack option here, this other card game, also the game shows that are really entertaining, and you also have the slot machines. But the crowd favorite is definitely the crash game. So this one is the most popular on their website. Many people know of roulette.com because of the crash game, and I will reveal that to you in just a bit. I will guide you through and show you how you can possibly approach this. But before I do that, I want to mention that if you're successful at any of these games and you get some profits, what you should do in order to withdraw your money is simply go over to this section. You could have 2 different wallets, so depending on which cryptocurrency you're using, you could have Bitcoin or Ethereum, I believe that is how it's called. And click on deposit. That will take you to another form where you can simply select withdraw. Here you would basically have to enter in your Bitcoin address, the amount of money that you are willing to withdraw, with the minimum threshold being at $10, and they are going to take this fat commission. So they will get a $8 transaction fee whenever you make a withdrawal. So I recommend that you only make a withdrawal when you have a significant amount of money in your balance. Otherwise, you're going to pay $8 over and over again, and it's not profitable at all. And another unique section that they have that most people don't know about is this one that is called free. And basically you can complete some surveys in order to earn extra cash. You can also redeem a promotional code if you have one, but we're going to focus on the first section that is called surveys. And here you have the option to complete some very easy surveys that only take a few minutes. You will earn points that you can later play with at either the roulette, the mice, dice, towers, and even the crash game. So it is completely up to you. You will later be able to convert those points into actual currency and withdraw. So with no further ado, let's reveal the most popular option here that they have, which is the crash game, the one that you all love. And let's take a look at that. So depending on how far this rocket travels, you will get a multiplier. That means that if you were to bet $10, you might have got 14. Let's actually play the demo and see how much money we would have been able to generate. So you can cash out at any point when you think the rocket is going to crash. I will keep it, well, I have just lost my money. So that is the risk involved that you have to keep in mind. Let's give it one more shot. And you can also take a look on the left-hand side. People are actually betting their money live right now. These are all live bets that people are making. And it has just crashed again at 1.48. It is very important to understand that you will not always be a winner. This rocket can indeed go well into the tens or hundreds or even thousands, but that does not mean that you are not going to lose any money. So unless you're comfortable with wasting your money or losing certain amounts, I don't really recommend that you try this out because it may get you into debt. It might generate a deception for you. You may even get addicted to gambling, which would be an unfortunate situation, and I don't want you to go through that. So keeping that in mind, if you are comfortable with investing some money that you have on the side on this website, you can go ahead and do it. But otherwise, as you can see, people have been able to generate some considerable amounts of money this round, but it doesn't happen all the time, and you have to understand that. It went all the way up to 20 times here, so that is quite something. It doesn't get there too often, so you are free to give it a try if you think this is appropriate for you. Otherwise, I do not recommend so. They also have an affiliate panel, so that means that you can grab your referral link for absolutely free, and whenever one of your friends earns some money and makes a withdrawal, you're also going to get a percentage out of that. So that is a way that you can generate some extra cash on the side. So feel free to give this one a try as well. This is a legitimate website, and I have done my research on the web, and I have checked some unbiased sources in order to see whether or not they are paying their users. If you decide to give this one a try, make sure you come back to this video and leave your feedback down below telling me whether or not it works